Saosin is an American post-hardcore band originally hailing from Newport Beach, California. The band was formed in 2003 and recorded its first EP, Translating the Name, that same year with original singer Anthony Green. Green left Saosin following the band's decision to sign with a commercial label, Capitol Records. Vocalist Cove Reber took over as frontman as the band recorded its self-titled debut album. Its second studio album, In Search of Solid Ground, was released on September 8, 2009 on Virgin and contains 3 re-recorded tracks off of the Grey EP. Origin of name: Anthony Green had initially suggested the name Saosin for the band. Saosin means careful in Chinese. The word comes from a 15th-century proverb about fathers admonishing their sons who are being married off for money to not get emotionally involved with their wives, as they could die at any time. Green explained the meaning behind this as being a reference to the fact that nothing is eternal, and that it is a mistake to become overly attached to anyone or thing, because that thing will eventually be lost. While Green's personal interpretation of the word a degree of Florenciosin is obscure, a degree of Florenciosin is generally used in Chinese as a means to express caution. Green had previously used Saosin as a track name in his high school band, Audience of One CD, One Remember When This All Meant Something. History Formation and translating the name equals, the original lineup for Saosin, consisting of Rodriguez, Burchell, Tchaikovsky, Kennedy and former vocalist Anthony Green, was formed in the summer of 2003. On June 17, the band released their first commercial production, the EP Translating the Name. It was an immediate success and was immensely popular on online forums and music sites. Saosin first became popular through promotion and exposure through the Internet. They became known for their distinct musical styles long before their first studio-length album was released, and were popularized on social networking and music sites such as MySpace. The EP has sold an estimated 62,000 copies. Bassist Zach Kennedy left the band early on, as he wanted to pursue a career in art. He was later replaced by Chris Sorensen. McGrath was hired only for the recording for the EP, according to Burchell. The band was impressed with his drumming skills however, and he later appeared as a guest performing Lost Symphonies Live with the band. Alex Rodriguez was unable to record Translating the Name as he had promised his band at the time Open Hand he would finish recording with them. Danny King filled in for live drums with the band before Rodriguez completed his responsibilities with Open Hand and joined Saosin full-time after the EP release. Saosin went on a U.S. tour with bands Boys Night Out and Anatomy of a Ghost shortly after the release of Translating the Name. In February 2004, the band's vocalist Anthony Green left Saosin and later formed the band Circa Survive. Green was homesick, depressed and said he was missing his family. Green was also disenchanted with the direction of Saosin and disliked that the band excluded him from the writing process. The band finished their Warped Tour obligations with Story of the Year's Philip Snead taking the mic. A public, nationwide audition then took place. Arrival of Cove Reber and Saosin EP after the audition process and several guest vocalists on demos, the then 19-year-old Cove Reber was announced as their new permanent lead singer. Reber had sent in his demo tape, which was an acoustic demo with Mookie's Last Christmas. The demo has since leaked onto the Internet. It is widely speculated to have included a few songs from Translating the Name. When Bo Burchell first heard the demo, he thought it was Anthony playing a trick on them, for Reber's vocal stylings were very similar to those of Green's when the demo was originally recorded. In an interview with PlayPro.com, Reber commented that everyone unregistered trademark they played with wants to make music their lives. Saosin is a band on a completely different level. All these dudes are freaks about music. Reber's addition to the band was difficult, but the more experienced Green was the centerpiece of the band in the eyes of Saosin's fans. Many fans consider the time with Green to be something entirely different from what the band is today. There are still distinct fans of both eras debating on which is a better fit for the band as a whole. Saosin played the Taste of Chaos tour the following winter. Saosin was signed to Capitol Records in March and toured the United States with the Warped Tour for the second time. That summer, they released the Saosin EP. At first it was intended to be a free sampler, but Capitol Records would not allow this and released it as an EP. It contained demo versions of songs later recorded on their first full-length album. A video to their new single Bury Your Head was filmed during the tour. The band continued touring for the rest of 2005, opening for Avenged Sevenfold and Coheed and Cambria. Saosin LP and Come Close after a respite from touring between February and June, the Warped Tour 2006 and numerous demos and compilation appearances, Saosin released their first full-length album Saosin on September 26, 2006. The well-known music producer Howard Benson was hired for the production of the album. Benson had worked with several major rock bands such as My Chemical Romance and Blindside. During the rest of 2006, Saosin toured on the International Taste of Chaos Tour, playing their first shows outside of America. They also toured the United States with Bleeding Through and Senses Fail. They kept on touring for the whole year of 2007, beginning with a tour with Senses Fail, Alexis on Fire, The Sleeping and Drop Dead, Gorgeous. Saosin also invited the non-profit organization Invisible Children for a portion of the tour. In February they joined the Taste of Chaos 2007. Between April and June they toured in Europe, Australia, Japan and Indonesia. When Saosin returned home they continued their headlining tour with Poison the Well, The Receiving End of Sirens, Fior and Flight 409. In the later summer of 2007, they were part of Linkin Park's Project Revolution tour. After this they headlined yet another tour in USA and Canada with Alexis on Fire, Envy on the Coast, Norma Jean and the Dear and Departed. Concert footage was recorded during the tour stop on November 3, 2007 at the Theatre of Living Arts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The concert footage was compiled for a live album and concert movie entitled Come Close. Saosin toured from January 26 to February 8, 2008 with Armor for Sleep, Meravita, and The Bled. From February 9 to February 16 Fear Before joined the tour. They went to Australia between February and March, after which they performed in Singapore on March 7 as the opening performance for Incubus on their Light Grenades tour. On their way home they also visited Bali, Hawaii and Mexico. After two final shows at home in California in April, they took a 9-month break from touring. The Grey EP and In Search of Solid Ground Saosin returned to touring in October 2008 alongside Andy Roth and The Devil Wears Prada. In early 2009, they started recording their new album with producer Butch Walker. They partnered with Hurley to broadcast the recording process live on Hurley's website. Saosin released a new EP titled The Grey EP on October 14, 2008. The EP was sold on tour and on iTunes and featured 3 new demos, as well as an acoustic version of Come Close. The purpose of the Grey EP was to show demos they had been recording. A similar manner in which the Saosin EP contained demos for their debut LP. Saosin released In Search of Solid Ground on September 9, 2009. 2 songs were released as a download to anyone who bought a shirt, and a digital pre-order. The songs were On My Own, and Is This Real? These 2 songs were released as singles on iTunes August 4, 2009. On August 5 a new song titled Changing was made available for streaming on the Internet. The single was then put up for download on iTunes August 11. Another track titled The Worst of Me was also released as part of a free Warped Tour song package on hurley.com/warped tour. The song, Why Can't You See? Was made available on Last.fm. Their most recent song Move Slow was released on the TV show NCIS's original soundtrack. Saosin's most recent single Deep Down was released in May 2010. Saosin toured Australia nationally during June 2010 in support of Story of the Year's Australian tour. Bless the Fall also joined Story of the Year and Saosin. 3 unreleased Saosin songs have leaked onto the Internet through the Hurley live recording stream they broadcast while recording In Search of Solid Ground. Fans have titled them the Norma Jean song, Back to Greatness, and the third is still known as Untitled. Recently, Saosin stated on Twitter that they have parted ways with Virgin Records and are going back into a DIY direction. Equals the departure of Cove Reber and inactivity equals. On July 21, 2010, guitarist Bo Birchall made the following announcement. Well, a few days ago, Alex, Justin, Chris and I got back into the studio for our first group writing jam session. We have all been writing things on our own, but it was cool to get into a room and play with loud amps all together again. I'm very excited about this record, for a few different reasons. After 5 years with Cove, we have decided to part ways. So it will be a new experience for us, not knowing what to expect in the vocal department, who will replace him, or if we will even find a replacement this century. Reber was asked to leave due to his diminishing stage performance and vocal abilities. According to Justin Shekoski, we didn't feel he could represent the music that we have recorded well on stage. Cove Reber is now planning on opening a new recording studio in Vista, California with his business partner Joey Bradford. On November 2, Saosin's Facebook page states, "Finished 2 new songs, instrumentals, one's called JUD JUD JUD. Lots of riffs, rolls and rollcopters. Might put one up in a few days. Stoked. Bo." On November 25, it was reported that Charles Fernie, lead singer of Secret and Whisper, had been recruited to fill Reber's abandoned vocalist spot. 1 day later, on November 26, Saosin themselves denied these claims on their Facebook page. "Thanks for the update from Strike Gently but, unfortunately, we do not have a new singer yet, and it's not Chris from Secret and Whisper." Information pollution. Saosin. There has been speculation of Tides of Man vocalist, Tillian Pearson quitting his band to audition for Saosin's vacant position. Justin Shekoski has also confirmed the speculation and clarified by saying, "Here's the truth, since I can't stand rumors. Tillian has been hitting us up a lot. It looks like he wants the job pretty badly if he would quit his band. But, the reality is we haven't even met the guy in person. Everybody is talking about step number 54. A new demo has been leaked on the internet and there is speculation that it is Tillian with the rest of the band." In an interview with Mind Equals Blown, Tillian revealed that the leaked demo is a track Saosin bassist Chris Sorensen had been working on that Tillian was asked to provide vocals on. According to Justin Shekoski, they will be releasing new material and the band hopes to record a new album or EP. On May 10, 2011, Saosin released a demo titled, Promises with Tillian Pearson. In a recent interview with Alternative Press, Tillian gave an update on his status with Saosin, and cleared up the rumor of him being an official Saosin member. There have not been any further announcements of Tillian doing a record with Saosin, nor have there been announcements of Tillian being added as an official member. Recent word from Tillian states that the idea of a third Saosin album is still in the works. When, he is not sure exactly. But he said that he may be recording for them sometime this winter. According to a February 23, 2012 status on the band's official Twitter account, they are no longer in search of a new vocalist. In mid-2012, Tillian Pearson revealed he would be filling Johnny Craig's position as frontman of the band Dance Gavin Dance, which is believed to remove any possibility of Pearson fronting Saosin. Upon the announcement of band Dundee Road breaking up, Saosin took the opportunity to announce to their fans on Facebook that Saosin was not breaking up, contrary to popular opinion. However, there has been no proof of Saosin being active since mid-2010. On November 18, 2012, Saosin tweeted a picture with the caption "Studio Stuff Hufring," dispelling any rumors of the band's breakup. The webpage for Saosin.com is currently inaccessible, instead, displaying an error message. This does indicate that the website domain has been renewed, and research has indicated Tucos owns the domain. On December 16, 2012, Anthony Green was joined on stage by Bo and Justin for an encore where they play 7 years. Green stated it was the first time in nearly 10 years that they had played together. The following day, December 17, Saosin updated their Facebook with a smile. This has caused many rumors that Green had rejoined the band. but this hasn't been confirmed. On February 21, 2013, Saosin updated their Facebook status to satisfy those who wish to hear more about Saosin. "We have written 14 songs. When they are ready, you will be the first to know." A second Tillian Pearson-fronted demo, recorded over the instrumental originally released as a bonus track on the iTunes version of ISOSG entitled Exfoliator, was posted to YouTube on May 7, 2013. Circa Survive frontman Anthony Green was interviewed by Alt Press regarding his former group, Saosin, celebrating their 10-year anniversary of translating the name EP. In this particular segment, Green was asked if he would ever rejoin Saosin. He said, "I love those songs and I love singing only 7 years when I play solo. I'm not opposed to talking about doing anything in the future. If the timing was right and it was for the right reasons, then I think it could be something really special." On January 25, 2014, Bo Burchell tweeted a photo from Hurley Studios indicating that he was tracking drums with Alex Rodriguez. Reunion with Anthony Green, third studio album. It has been announced that Saosin is performing the Skate and Surf Festival on May 17, 2014 and West Coast Tour on early June, 2014 with original vocalist Anthony Green. The band hinted in an interview with Alternative Press that there may be a possible future together with Anthony. The band toured again from January 19, 2015 to January 25, 2015 with Anthony Green on vocals, and played 2 new songs, as well as stating they are in the process of completing a new full-length album. Band members, timeline. Discography. Studio albums, Saosin, In Search of Solid Ground, TBA. References. External links, official website, interview of Saosin by Playpro.com.